Good afternoon, everyone. And I'll say it again, to all who come to this happy place, welcome. It is PTV JuLive today. How are you doing, everyone? Hope you're all having a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
At 3:30.
Hi, Rosie. Thanks for joining.
Hello, everybody.
Amanda,
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Yeah, we're going to be on for just a little bit here, but I just wanted to do a little bit on my birthday. And
it's his birthday.
Yeah,
Oops.
definitely. It's my birthday. Hi, Kay. Hello, Noah. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
So,
Yay. It's not often that I get to have Doug on the show with me for PTV JuLive, but it's wonderful.
You took the day off.
Thanks, Noah. Yeah, I took half a day, we went to lunch. We did a progressive lunch. I'll be making a video about that and posting that as soon as possible. Hello, D&G Explorers.
Hi, guys.
How you doing? So yeah, it's a quick edition of PTV JuLive. It is JuLive the 19th. Kay says, "Did I see a glove?"
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
We've got a couple. We have a couple things to show. So yeah, there are a couple things to show regarding some things in history. That
actually, this day in history are the only two things we're going to talk about. We actually have stuff.
There are several things that mentioned that.
It's not a rule.
To mention. It was kind of a light day in Disney history. Yay, show and tell.
Yes, so we have show and tell based on this day in history.
Yeah, based on this day in history, it's true.
Besides us being born.
Yeah, yes, in 1964 I was born.
In 1964, July 19th.
And coincidentally, so was Ben. Ben was born this day as well. We were 30 minutes apart. So
yeah, we're doing that.
So anyway, there's not much that happened here.
There's only two main things, and we actually have show and tell.
I'll mention a couple little things too. In 1955, of course, Disneyland, this was its second full day of operation. But there was a guy that started working at the age of 12 at Disneyland. He was a newsie, and he was hawking the Disneyland news. His name was Tom Nab. And he lived near Disneyland. The newspaper was published monthly. And he also became the first Tom Sawyer at the park eventually. Later, he was a manager of distribution services at Walt Disney World. And then ultimately, he became a Disney legend in 2005.
Yes, in 2011, Cars 2 and Lightning McQueen joins Motor Cars in Action for the first time. That was true.
Yeah, that's true.
That did happen. There was little things like that, but when we were kind of compiling the day, I wanted to pick two of the most important.
Yeah,
I feel like it's.
We'll get to those two important things, but there was also in 1989, they were really putting together the Disney legends at this point. And in front of the Disney Studio Theater, there's an area, and Michael Eisner and Roy Disney at that point were presenting this award to Walt's 9 old men, the original animators that they considered the real important ones. Hey, everyone, thank you for being here. Todd, Peekaboo, thank you for being here. So the 9 old men and also Ub Iwerks. He was the original animator for Walt.
He's the one
for
who
Mickey Mouse.
Created Mickey.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a nice happy birthday so far.
Yes.
It's been very nice. And I'll be finishing the day with friends for dinner.
Yep.
You've seen them before on our channel. Charlie and Scott. They shared on one of our live streams a few weeks ago, and they're some of our best friends. Really, they are best friends. So they will be having dinner with us. Oh, Rob, thank you so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying the series.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Oh, wonderful. So that was 1989, but then in 1999.
Oh, we're not gonna go to 1934.
Oh, 1934? Yeah, we can do 1934.
1934.
That was actually a good one.
That was big. And when I read it, I didn't think about it. I'm like, oh, we have that. In 1934, Disney signs a contract with the Lionel Corporation. The little Lionel wind up to make the Mickey and Mouse wind up hand car. And Lionel wasn't doing too well. They were created in 1900. And during the Great Depression, they were not doing well. They were actually starting to go into bankruptcy proceedings. So they signed this contract with Walt Disney to create this little hand car, which basically saved the Lionel Train Corporation or company, and was manufacturing over $250,000 units. And
$250,000 units.
A wind-up Mickey hand car.
This is a replica.
This is not no 1930s. It's just this toy replica. I got it at a vintage thing, but it's absolutely amazing. So a little wind-up thing goes here, and it's a little wind-up car.
Yeah,
that would go on the train tracks.
I've seen Amy and let's see, Mickey Sightings have joined the stream as well. Thank you for being here. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the board up there so you can get a real good view of it.
So there is the Mickey wind-up hand car.
Yeah,
this is again a replica. I wish I could get the real thing, but they're probably
by the way, Steve, you'll see this on the shelf in the Mickey room when you stay here with Shep, and Patrick wants to stay too.
So,
and imagine Brandy and Dave would be here as well.
So when I was reading that, I'm like, oh wow, we have the Mickey little hand car of it. So this is
D&G says, oh, it's glove time.
Yep, it's glove time. So that is really cool. So this was in 1934 on this day. Walt signs with the
Lionel
Corporation. So this is part of the train day.
And
it's a big heavy train day.
250,000 units sold, and it saved the company.
It saved Lionel, the train company. So.
That's why we have Lionel trains today.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool.
It's Walt Disney.
So not only was Walt Disney successful with a licensing agreement,
he helped save
a company. That's wonderful.
This thing was. It even makes a little wind up. It really does. So
yeah,
that's the little wind up train car.
And then Doug also has a little coffee mug. Why don't you show him the mug?
So in 1999,
this is a mug. So if you look at it carefully, it's the Carrollwood Pacific. That says the Fair Weather Route. It's the Carrollwood Pacific Historical Society.
Yeah,
and that society was together. There was a tribute society put together to immortalize the train and the barn and everything that Walt had. Greg's Disney Adventures, thank you for being here, and thank you so much. I appreciate the birthday greetings. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, we had to read all of it.
So anyway, the Carrollwood Pacific. This was the train system that Walt had in his backyard at the Holmby Hills.
Holmby Hills. He had a barn, and Diane Disney Miller dedicated the barn and put it in Griffith Park. And dedicated in 1999. So they just today had their 20th anniversary.
Right there, Amy says, I will have to send you a photo of a Mickey Mouse radio I have. Please do, Amy. Yeah. I'd love to see that. That'd be wonderful.
Digging up old treasures.
Yeah.
So we just saw this afternoon, the Diane Disney Miller dedicating Walt's barn for his legacy, because he was such a huge railroad person.
Yeah.
And trains.
I will try to get the link.
That is awesome.
I will try to get the link on Facebook where we saw the video, but I already knew about this. But that video on Facebook was just delightful to watch because you heard Diane Disney Miller say everything about it, and she was so thankful to everyone for being there, and that it was a great way to remember her father and his love of trains.
And how they got to do it. And
I mentioned it a couple days ago, but that train museum, it's actually a barn in Griffith Park. And so 20 years.
20 years, and they have it
was dedicated on my birthday.
Yeah, 20 years ago. And then off to the side of the barn, and it's not that big of a section of Griffith Park, is it was fallen apart, but it's one of the original 1955 train
the train cars,
and it was like a box car.
Yeah, it was like a box car.
We have a video coming. It was really cool how the money they took and how the time to preserve this train car that was running around Disneyland on opening days. So.
Keep promising videos. I have got to get to editing.
Yeah,
I really need to edit some videos.
It's glacial when it comes to trying to put it. I think everybody knows D&G. I'm just now finally getting around Halloween. Well, Halloween's going to be around in a couple months and weeks.
Mickey Sightings just saw Greg at the Polynesian, and now he's at the Grand Floridian.
Who's Greg?
Right there on the stream. Greg's Disney's Adventures.
Oh, my glasses. I'm like,
Yeah, I have to do the reading.
I will tell you, yes, I do have reading glasses.
So if Doug wears the reading glasses, he'll be able to see the stream.
Okay, reading glasses. I could see. So yes, I have reading glasses. I'm getting that old. But yeah, I only have these when I'm on the computer or when I need to read. But I can go like this.
Yeah.
So
I'll mention a couple things here. Also, one of my favorite directors and show creators of the 70s, 80s, and 90s was Garry Marshall. He passed away in 2016 on this day. He was more known in the Disney universe as a movie director. He did such films as Beaches and Pretty Woman and The Princess Diaries, which was filmed in San Francisco. I liked that movie. It was cute.
Diaries was done in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's set in San Francisco.
Oh, The Princess Diaries. I'm thinking of that one where has it's been a week. It's a long week.
It's been a long week.
Long day.
Poor Doug.
Some pains.
Poor Doug.
We're gonna have a good evening and
hey,
a great
Destinations
birthday.
Chronicles, thank you for being here.
So,
oh, wonderful. So, and then
everybody needs archival gloves. These things are great.
And of course, today in 2019
Disney
was the official release day for the movie, the remake of The Lion King.
How many people have seen it already last night or this afternoon or this morning? Because pretty much this day.
I know Steve has already seen it. I saw him on RobFuz's stream earlier today. Rob, great stream, by the way.
Yeah, we just saw that.
Yeah, and I was on that stream and chatting with Disney Dan. And Disney Dan and I are probably going to be creating a show talking about all the old-time movies that the Disney company produced. But this is from movies from at least like the 70s and before maybe. But we're going to have a lot of fun with that one, I'm sure.
Yeah, when Disney Plus comes out, holy cow, is our couch going to have a discernible butt print. We're going to be like, it's on. Everything is on Disney Plus. So
yeah, it's going to be. Hope. I've said before, we're going to be in the midst of decorating the Christmas forest at that point. So it's going to be hard to get through. Although Noah's going tomorrow.
Lion King. Yeah, a lot of people are going to see it a little bit later. I saw someone.
Mickey said he's going to see it tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my #1 movie of all time. Well, after Walt. And I cannot wait. I only watched one review of someone who I actually don't mind his opinion.
See, Amy loved all the Kurt Russell movies.
Oh, yeah. He's
the computer wore tennis shoes, the barefoot executive, Now You See Him, Now You Don't. All classics. And of course, there are other films like Gus, Snowball Express, The North Avenue Irregulars. Just some of them I'm sure I would look at, and I'm sure they're dreadful films now. But when I was a kid, they took me into a different place, and I was always a happy kid when I was watching those movies. I remember
it's cheesy.
Yeah, my mom would drop me off at the Grand Lake Theater in Oakland, California, and we'd watch that along with a Mickey short and probably a double feature of another film. And then I'd always get out to the payphone out in the lobby, and call my mom and say, "Hey, can we stay and watch it again?" And she'd always say, "Yes, you can." Yeah, Flubber. Son of Flubber was good. The Absent-Minded Professor. Fantastic film.
It's going to be great to see all these. I mean, as they're supposed to have this all.
See, Mickey Sighting says The North Avenue Irregulars is an absolutely hilarious film. I remember one scene in it. I guess Cloris Leachman is driving a car and she goes over a bumper or has an accident or something, and she breaks all of her nails in her hands and just screams. I honestly do not remember the context of it.
Fred McMurray, yes, he was on all those stuff from the 60s.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Haley Mills.
Oh yeah, The Parent Trap. She did Pollyanna. Now that's one of those films. Yeah, she breaks her nails and the hair is still in the curlers. That's right. That was the scene. That was the scene. Now I also remember Pollyanna because even when I started working in San Francisco, I worked at a television station there where we ran the Disney Afternoon. And there were people around there, and I still remember her name was Shirley. And she came up and said, "Arnie, your family must be like the Brady Bunch. Either that or you alone are Pollyanna." So I've always had a positive outlook, and I always like to see the best in people.
Strong moral compass.
That's It's just who I am.
I'm like, well, we could do this. He's like, no, we can't. I'm like, well, everybody else does. And he's like, no, we can't.
No, we can't. Just, no, we can't.
Oh, but
They're running the bad guys through the junkyard, and she gets rear-ended. Yep, that's it. Okay, I'm remembering that now. Thank you, Mickey Sightings.
Oh,
Appreciate
God, there's
that.
going to be so much content.
Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to Disney Plus, November 12th.
We'll have that. We're going to pay for the full
But
year.
like I said, we're going to be in the midst of decorating the Christmas forest at that point, and it'll be movies running in the background as we're throwing ornaments up on the trees, and as you're decorating the mantle with bubble lights.
Oh, that's going to be done early. Really early.
Setting the villages in place. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We have 2 villages. They basically do all the trees except one.
No, well, yeah, we do just about all the trees.
I do the one tree because nobody knows how to do the lights on the big one tree. I only do one tree with lights.
He puts all the lights
25.
on. Now, when it comes time, you'll see how I put on lights on all of our trees. You start in the center, move out along a branch, then go down the other side of the branch, and I'll explain all that as I do it. But you'll see, and then you also see how we layer ornaments. Ben and I are very meticulous about stuff like that. We have a lot of fun.
They're the savants of decorating Christmas. I know we talk about it so much, but seriously, this has a life of its own. It's now beyond taking. It's beyond us.
Fam. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either again because I love doing them. Now, if you haven't seen them yet, I do have a playlist going of a lot of the Christmas trees that we had in our forest for 2018. And so go ahead and check it out. We're doing Christmas in July on PTV. So go ahead and check that out.
But there's never a person that has, we've talked about it so much, that years and years later, they finally come and they're like, you guys keep on talking about it. You guys keep on talking about it. I never thought it was going to be until they actually come and see it, or they know and they're like, okay, yeah, you guys are not even talking about it up as much as you guys should. I thought you guys were talking about it too much. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, or you guys really had that much and it was that detailed. So again, we can't come up with enough superlatives to talk about how this Christmas is taking its life of its own.
Yeah.
It is beyond our control.
Yeah. Now, one thing I am also looking forward to is not just sharing all the Christmas forest with everyone, but I can't wait to see what everyone else does as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about doing a challenge, but I'll have more details about that once we get closer to Christmas.
I've heard your ideas. We have to narrow that down.
Yeah, we have to come up with some certain ideas.
And we have to do something here. The office tree, we get usually a big tree in here. I don't know what we're doing this year. I just don't like what we have. We will definitely figure things
out.
But the great thing about it is we have so much. We can do whatever we want. So
yeah.
What else would you like to do to talk about your birthday?
Well, yeah, with my birthday. I got to the office this morning, and I was greeted with a balloon at my desk that said "Happy Birthday," and a couple of the women in my office ran across the street to the grocery store and to CVS Pharmacy. Thank you, Disney Dan. I appreciate that. They ran across the street. They picked up a birthday card. I left the card at the office. I left everything at the office so that we can actually celebrate on Monday because not everyone was there today. So I wanted to make sure that they had an opportunity to either sign the card or enjoy the ice cream that the ladies brought over. They brought those Magnum ice cream bars. So
not Mickey bars?
No, they don't have Mickey bars there.
Someone couldn't find it.
They could not find
it.
No, they couldn't. So
your people should know.
Thank you, Mickey Sightings. I appreciate that. Yeah, today is actually my birthday.
Today is his birthday,
and it's also Ben's birthday.
I can't leave it out. Did we talk to him this morning, or should I text him, or I'll talk to him later?
Okay, Dan, I want to confirm with you today. I see that you're here in the stream. We are definitely going to do the old-time Disney films, old-timey films, and we will go ahead and discuss those on air. I'm looking forward to that one, Dan. Maybe we can do it on a weekend or something like that. But I would love to talk about old-time films with you.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fantastic.
Mickey's hard to hide.
Yeah, Kay, they are hard to find. It just depends on the store.
I don't know if our little grocery store down there has it.
They might. Anyway,
we still have some in our freezer.
At the office, they all wish me happy birthday. I was wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt and the whole bit. It's a button-up shirt that I have. And so I was wearing that, and they liked the fact that I was wearing shorts at the office. It's a little warm today, but not nearly as hot as the Midwest and the East Coast are experiencing right now. I understand the heat index is about 110, 115, depending on where you are.
Yeah,
That's
we're not hot
really
at all.
too hot for me. I am so sorry, everyone that is suffering through that right now. And let's hope you can get a break in that weather soon. But as far as my birthday goes, yeah, Ben had a yogurt bar at his office. They came in, they brought in yogurt and all toppings and things for his breakfast at his office.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I thought it was very nice.
That's cool.
Jelly Duck 100, thank you for being here. New to the stream.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so
Thank you very much.
Fans.
So anyone, if you have not been on our channel before and you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button on your way out, and also hit the like button on this video as you're leaving as well. So it'd be great to have that. That really helps our channel. Thank you so much.
God, this is horrible. I can't.
Yeah, so anyway, Ben had that, and then they also put up some Mickey Mouse paper stuff, the napkins, the plates. They gave him a sign that was made, says happy birthday across the backside. It was very nice.
I worked in corporate America, and I didn't have this much love. I feel like I was seriously abused. I mean, people recognize it, but you guys get to these jobs and everybody just salivates all over you too. I don't get the love. I never got the love.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking forward to the old movie streams as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, that was Ben's birthday at the office, and I'm sure I'll be talking with him a little later today to find out more details about it.
Who salivates? I have an advance of vocabulary that I use with
Doug,
a lot of Dougisms.
Yeah, we do. That's what we call him. We call him Dougisms.
I gotta wear my glasses.
Pam, sending you lots of love, Doug.
Thank you. Yeah, Ernie's computer who wore tennis shoes is happening. Yeah, well,
okay.
We need to make a list.
Disney Dan, that's our first film. That is the first film we'll discuss. The computer wore tennis shoes. I'm looking forward to that one already.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a whole series.
My eyes are so big.
We'll do a whole series of Kurt Russell films.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah. It's kind of like that character Jerry and Jerry's Game, the little Pixar short when he's playing chess.
Oh yeah, he can't see, and then when you put his glasses on, they're like ginormous. Yeah,
absolutely. Kurt Russell. He was awesome, definitely. So we'll have to let's do that. Dan, we'll go ahead and send each other messages about that one. We'll set it up because I do really want to do that.
It would be fun to see it. I mean, these movies have not aged well, but it was.
Some of them have. Some of them are just delightful.
I mean, but you got to take it for what it was and then the time. And people don't think that. You can't be a what do they call it? Revisionist of history. It was. We can't change time and go back in time and change it how some people think they're starting to do with things, which that drives us crazy. But
Jelly Duck is asking, have you guys watched the Mulan live action trailer coming out 2020? Yes, we have.
There was enough. We'll have to wait for some more.
Yeah, you see, Dan's got the idea. Don't care if they haven't aged well. It's hysterical.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point.
That is the point. It's fantastic.
History captured of how it was.
Exactly. So that's what makes them so special.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it'll be fun to watch, and I hope everything's there. I hope all the cartoons are there. There's a specific cartoon that was on part of the Disney afternoon in the early 90s called Bonkers. And I remember that vividly. And it is impossible to find any episode or show.
Oh, they'll probably be.
I think it was on 2 seasons.
Yeah.
In like 90.
D. Hazel, thank you for joining.
But I hope they have those. Oh my gosh, they were so hysterical.
Okay, there's another one that Kay just mentioned, the Ugly Dachshund. Yes.
Ugly Dachshund.
And then we'll probably do the $1 Million Duck.
Okay.
That's another one.
Skip the Witch Mountain.
Lothar, I have a question for you guys. Did you do any research about Winnie the Pooh coming from my hometown of Winnipeg? I haven't, but I will look into that. Yeah. Definitely. I will. A.A. Milne was from Winnipeg. I will definitely do that. I have a copy of Song of the South, legit copy on VHS. I actually
well,
had a legit copy on Laserdisc from, it was a Japanese import. So I've seen that film, I don't know how many times now. And I
we
also
still
have
that,
yeah,
right?
I've got a copy of it.
We have a laser disc of Song of the South, which is super legit. Now, how are we got rid of the laser disc player, but we have that.
Yeah.
So if anybody has the laser disc that somehow could take it off laser and get it a digital copy, who knows?
Oh, Dan, another one we're going to have to watch is The Cat from Outer Space.
Oh, yeah, that was
and Gus.
Gus the horse.
No, a mule.
Oh,
he was a mule. He was definitely a mule.
Oh.
So we'll have to watch that one as well.
These were all in the 70s, right?
Oh, most of them were in the 70s, yeah.
So after Walt died, the studio couldn't make a movie to save their lives.
And Amanda has a Song of the South digital copy. Very nice, Amanda. Yes, exactly. Cat from Outer Space. Absolutely. We got to see that one, Dan. And then we'll talk about it.
I think everybody wants it on DVD. Trust me, I think everybody wants that movie. But because of our situation we're living in, society around the world, I don't think Disney will do it, even though there's such a huge demand for it and a massive attraction that everybody loves. I don't know.
And you see Disney Dan again down with a great film, The Black Holes. Oh yeah, that's a movie. That is a movie. And Cat with that darn cat.
Cat from Outer Space, Laserdisc looks big.
And I'm not talking about Kate. You're not talking about the remake that was done a few years ago. We're talking about the original one.
Oh God, The Black Hole. That was horrible.
Oh no! It's delightful. Okay, can I ask one more question about the channel name, Pepper Tree Villa? Is that in the Walt Disney Explain More? Our channel. Okay, I'll explain my channel name. Doug and I were coming up with a name for our channel. Do you still have it there?
Yeah, he's really fallen apart.
Yeah, Keith.
I had to move him because
Keith is the name of our California pepper tree.
Should I wear gloves? Why not?
Maybe so. So Keith was the name of our pepper tree. Keith was planted 10 years ago in the yard here at the villa. It's my brother's middle name, actually, Keith. And I named the tree because he bought it for us as a housewarming gift, and then he planted it as well. But the tree stands about 25 to 30 feet tall now. Huge. And he has a Twitter account. He has a Twitter account, Keith the Pepper Tree. That's actually a dried out branch from Keith.
It's indigenous to California. It's an evergreen. So these never really fall. I mean, I guess they do because they have to shed its leaf.
Dougie, thanks for being here.
But we named him because
Autogram's just joined.
Hi. So we named it after a tree because our house is always named Villa. We've always called it actually Villa D.
We've always referred to it as a Villa
D. And we have other friends that have named their house, and we created a moniker.
Yeah.
I actually, as a graphic designer, created a logo for our house.
Yeah. Our friends actually challenged us to name our house when we got it. So they have a name for their house.
Well, I wanted to do that too, and it was part of our thing.
But so we named it Villa D, but then we thought, you know what? That just doesn't really fit what we're going to do with YouTube.
And then
we created a channel. We created a channel mainly to share recipes with friends and family. And then we thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and share things about Christmas trees. And let's talk about Disney. So we lumped everything together and referred to it as Pepper Tree Villa. And the reason why that particular pepper tree was selected was because if you go to the Disneyland Resort, along the tram ride from the parking structures that are there, you get on the tram, and along the route that takes you to the entrance plaza, the right side of the tram is lined with pepper trees. And it's this particular pepper tree. Yeah. It's very lacy, and they're very tall. And I just really loved the trees. So I thought, you know what? Let's do that.
And it's an ongoing thing. Every time we've gone to Disneyland, every time we've gone to Disneyland, these are the parking passes, we would look and said, whenever we get our own property, I want one of these trees. Whenever, and we said it as an ongoing thing, and it happened. It's kind of like when you say 3 times, all of a sudden it comes true.
You see,
these are Disneyland, but they're also very California. And since he's born and raised in California, I essentially was born and raised in California. I was born in California.
Yeah.
Even though it was Nevada, I was living in Nevada in the Sierra Mountains. So we're California. We love California. And these are very, very California. And they're very Disney. And we had to have our backyard. I am not joking. Every plant is there. The plants are in Disneyland. Every single plant is on Disney property, is somewhere in Adventureland.
Okay, so
Frontierland.
Lothar says it's a really nice gift to receive from someone. Yes, I completely agree. Dee says, I love how you've named your tree. I do that too. A lot of people say that I'm weird for naming my plants. No, Dee, you are not weird.
We name our appliances.
Yeah.
We name everything.
Our washer and dryer are Wilma and Betty. So
our oven is Paris.
Yeah.
Again, long story.
There's another story for that.
We have little proclivities.
Awful and just awful. I'm filled with dread. Oh, Dougie, are you talking about the bats that are in the house? I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, you have bats in the house.
Yeah.
The sound.
Please find a cat that'll protect you from the bats. I promise. You know what? Amanda's right. They will do everything they can to destroy those bats.
Do you watch the show The Middle?
Wait a minute. The pepper tree's meaning in Germany is love and respect one another. Maybe that's why he put it there. I like that thought. I like that, and I'll remember that.
The pepper tree. Well, the thing actually smells like black pepper, and there's little peppercorns and on it, so that's why it's called the California pepper tree, because it smells like black pepper. I thought it was indigenous to California, so maybe it is in Germany. Who knows?
No, there are pepper trees in Germany.
Oh, there okay. There is a different. This is very California.
This is the California pepper tree
because we're very arid and we don't get hot. We don't really
guys heading to the airport. Going to be in California tonight. Have a great stream. Amanda, you're going to be in California tonight. Welcome to California.
Yeah. Far north, middle, south.
Safe travels, definitely. Safe travels.
Safe travels. Well, you have no problem with
Pam says, I'm going to Disney. I'm going to Disney. I'm going to Disney. Now it will come true.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You say
Absolutely. You say it. It will happen.
Everything we said.
You just have to make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, I felt like we were joking. We were like, when we get our place, when we get our place, when we get our place. And when we redid our backyard and we got the house, the tree arrived. His brother knew about it. I guess we talked about it enough and people listened because I didn't think people listened to us. And this pepper tree arrives and it died and came back to life. It died. It came back to life. It was put in the ground and now the stump is huge.
Yeah, it's a big tree now.
And we even created a Twitter handle because that started to.
Yeah, just do a search on.
He's getting
on
a haircut
Twitter.
soon because he's
just do
a little.
Just do a search on Twitter for Keith the Pepper Tree, and you'll find the account.
Yeah.
So he will sometimes post things about the wind or the dogs that are walking around the neighborhood, things like that. But you'll see it.
He gets dewy, and
Amanda's going to be in Disneyland next Sunday. Later, everyone. Amanda, have a great time at Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom.
So
that's amazing. That's so awesome.
Do you want to talk about what we announced last night? If you haven't watched our live
that's right. If you did not see the live stream from last night, we are doing
I gotta put on the
a promotion. I have to put it out there on Twitter or Instagram or both. We are going to be doing a giveaway of Mickey Mouse ears. And this is for our
1,000 subscribers or villagers.
1,000 villagers, and we're doing a Villagers giveaway.
They're Disneyland
and on the back side
that are monogrammed with our initials.
Yeah, our initials. PTV.
For the we're very grateful that Disneyland does this because this is not a normal thing. We're very happy. So you're getting monogrammed Disneyland authentic mouse ears. So this who wins the 1,000 challenge, 1,000 subscribers. So
yeah, we really like them.
So yeah,
and they're even better ears than I've seen. I didn't even know they were lined.
No,
did not know they were lined. So I was very happy about that.
I saw this. So when you want so someone's lucky winner is going to get really cool Disneyland, and we did get these in Disneyland.
Just be watching for details on that. We will be announcing those details very shortly. So in the meantime, we've gone on for over half an hour here, so why don't we wrap this up?
You're Gabby.
I know, it's my birthday. I've been having a fun time, and thank you everyone for spending my birthday with me. I really appreciate that. Oh man, it's great. Wow. So thank you everyone for being here. This has been PTV JuLive for July 19th, and it will be here again tomorrow. Same thing. We'll be doing PTV JuLive again for the 20th. and we'll give you those. We'll give you more details of trivia and details of history, so forth.
And there'll be one thing that's very significant that happened all around the
Gonzo,
world,
thank you
which is
so much.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Gonzo. So
And
those are all. We'll give you more details tomorrow, I guess. And
for something that's not going to be non-Disney that affect every one of us life on Earth.
Yeah,
that we'll talk about that because tomorrow is a very important day
in
history, in world history.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. But in the meantime, everyone, thank you so much. Go out there, have a great evening, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.